This is Pumpkin Creek Primitives, Flosstube number 103. It is April 23rd, 2023. And this is a channel about cross stitch and my website and always a fur baby or two. And I forgot to say that I am Bobby. Hope you enjoy. Hello, hello, hello. It has been a month since my last confession. I'm back. My face looks like I got beat up. 45 came real hard last week. My face exploded. Hormones. My face exploded. My nose is like red and staying really dry and has zits on it. And then I got a bunch of zits right here. And I got zits right here. And I got zits right here. And then just the mole that's always there. So I don't know sure what's up with this pattern situation. Maybe it's just some gray hair showing. Like what is wrong with my hairline? 45 hit hard. But yeah, so my birthday was Tuesday, the 18th, and it was very low key. Jen had to work, so I didn't do too extremely much. I had a new start that day. It is not a planned new start, but I did not do my planned new start at Still City. So on Tuesday afternoon, I got talked into doing a birthday new start by Fawn and Zamia. And so we did a Zoom. We got to talk for about an hour and a half or so while we all started. Me and Fawn started the same thing, which I'll show you. And then Zamia started another pattern that was on theme. So this is going to be a little bit all over the place. Like I'm rusty. And I'll be honest, I did not want to film today. I've just been tired. I'm way behind on life in general right now. So I'm a little scattered. I don't have really good notes. I haven't been on here since before Still City. So I've not given any Still City update. I've already forgot half the shit we did and talked about because it's been a month. So ridiculous. So let's get to it. A lot of shit in personal life going on, which I'll talk about later. So yeah, I'm making note because I'll forget. So I'll sprinkle some stories in between. And then I've got a shop update. So let's start with haul. which I don't have a ton of, believe it or not. I have 3. Shit, I have 3. Technically, I have 4 unboxings, but when did I knock that off the table? Technically, I have 4 unboxings, but Black Needle Society, a lot of people do those unboxings, so I'm not going to unbox on here. It was a great box. It was a garden, something other, and I loved everything in it. It was a really, really good box. But it's sitting over there. So, I got my Witchy Stitcher Coven. I'm on a Patreon for her, and so I got my sweatshirt in the mail. So I've been a Patreon for a year. So that's exciting. Okay, haul. I'm gonna do the unboxings at the end. God, this is it. It's ridiculous. I just picked at it too, which I know I'm not supposed to. All right, Forbidden Fiber Co., which at Steel City, I got to sit with Leanne and Memphis Sarah and Zan, Crazy Band Lady, and Ymir, Almond M&M's, and Zamia, and that was all of us at that table. Then we had a sister table to us, which had Jackie and Justine from X's and Hoes, and Matt from NBC Stitcher, and Colleen from Rebel Stitcher, and Jen, and Jen I don't think she has a Flosstube. And it's weird if I just say Colleen's friend, because she's my friend too. And then they had somebody sitting, Deb, which I don't know Deb. I mean, I met her, but like, I don't think she has a Flosstube or anything. And then, is there anybody else sitting there? I don't think so. So it was kind of like our sister table. Like, we hung out with them, and Catherine from Paper Crane, one of my favorite Canadians. I have to be careful not to say my favorite, because I do have a few favorites. One of my favorite Canadians. I really enjoyed meeting her and getting to know her, and she fed me Canadian Kit Kats, which I didn't now realize I need them smuggled. Jennifer, I hope you're watching. Jennifer Frog Stitcher is supposed to be smuggling me some Kit Kats to StitchCon. It's a whole different world. Like, I feel like I've been lied to my whole life. The chocolate, it's probably because, and I think Leanne hit it on the nose, it's because their chocolate doesn't have high fructose corn syrup or whatever in it, and the chocolate is amazing. They're so good. And then there's another bar that she gave us, which was like a coffee crisp. I have to find out if I can get those too, because I didn't have one at the retreat, but I found it and I ate it the other day. It's fabulous. So, okay, back to Leanne. Sorry, she hit me on a little bit of a to-do. I got my Kaleidoscope Thread Club, which are one of the kinds, and then they give you a pretty good, it's 15 yards, which is nice because you should have plenty to do, like a monochromatic or something that you're wanting to do with it. So this is one color, because they're not named. Look at that gorgeous color. And then this one's so pretty. Oh, look how gorgeous. And this is green. It doesn't really look green. It looks like a gray, but that is green. It is like so green. I don't know why it's not picking up. And then that one's showing true. It's a beautiful blue and gray. So I love this club. And I love her floss. Only thing is, if I want to design something, I can't use these because you guys won't be able to get them. So that makes a little bit of a challenge for me, but that's okay. Okay, and then I got my Fabric of the Month, Be Stitch Me. I get 18 count Aida. This is Jellyfish Fields, which is not really showing up. It's a minty green, not whatever's showing up on there. I don't know why that is. But yes, Steel City was amazing. It's my second retreat. My first was StitchCon, and there's like 300 people at StitchCon. This was like 150-ish. So it was way more intimate. We had a blast. There was a couple nights. I know one night me and Ymir stayed up till like 1 a.m. like stitching and talking, hanging out in the bar area. We don't know where anybody else was. It was just us. And then the next night I stayed up till 4 a.m. We were not stitching and we were not drinking. We were just sitting down, having the best time ever, just laughing. And it was Matt, NBC Stitcher. It was Kate, Stitchy Aardvark. It was Sarah and her, is it Big Red Crafter? Is that what it is, Sarah? Sorry. Which is her Instagram. And then Jackie was with us for a little bit, but she had to drive. So she left us about like 1 a.m. And then Justine was there. And I feel like that was it. Because I feel like nobody sat to this side of me. Anyways, so we had a blast till 4 a.m. Just talking and laughing. And it was amazing. Yeah. I had a great time. And then it's funny because like I knew Carla, Rolodex Stitcher, I knew that she had a long-haired corgi, and Matt, NBC Stitches. So I've watched a couple of his videos because he suggested, I have on here, gave him a shout out for suggesting Fort Salem. Apparently the few that I watched did not involve a corgi. I did not know he had a corgi. So the three of us are in our little stitching corgi club. So it's super fun. I mean, it's not really a club. I just made that up. But we all have corgis. All right. My next Be Stitch Me is 18 count. And this is Ledger. And I have purchased some of this for my shop. It's not in yet. I have made a very large purchase from Brandy. Enough to where I let her off the hook. And I just said, send me one color at a time. Because I'm getting them in linens and Ada. And I was like, to help my bank account and your time, so she doesn't feel like super overwhelmed, let's just do a color at a time. So I'll probably be getting in like a shipment a week, or maybe a couple times it'll be a week and a half or 2 weeks, but Ledger's coming at some point. I have not got it yet. I've only gotten one color in and one I think that just shipped. So yeah, those are that. And then, which I'm not doing a flip through because I know people do flip throughs. My punch needle. I don't even think I've done a flip through. But yeah. I mean, I like this one. I had just cross stitch or whatever the other one is. I let it lapse because, oh my gosh. So, oh, that's her. Never mind. I thought that was the actual pattern. I was getting excited, but it was a finish. But Barrena Design always has a great one in here. So, mine, whoa, my chair. Nobody saw that. You couldn't tell, but it about dumped me in the floor. It felt like it was going to dump me in the floor. That was scary. Very, very scary. So we had such a good time at Still City, and there was all these things and little, stories I wanted to tell, and I don't remember any of them. I should have came home, just like I did last year at StitchCon, even though I had COVID and didn't know it. I should have come home, and I should have immediately recorded while everything was still fresh in my brain. We had a situation where on Friday... Was it Friday or Thursday? I think it was Thursday when we got in. Did we get in on a Thursday? Oh, shit. Y'all, that's how bad this is. We had the courtesy van from the hotel take us to a restaurant. And as they were dropping us off, they were also picking up Jody and Kristen and a handful of others. I'm sure Erica and her sister, Carla. And he hit a parked car. And then Jody, Kristen, and their whole group, I'm sure Colleen was with them too, saw and they're laughing. And we're in the car. And so like as the van's pulling up, I lock eyes with them and we're all like, oh my God. So it was so ridiculous. It's so funny. Yeah, it was, I mean, bless it, Tom. I just don't know what to tell you. It was rough. It was rough. But again, it was a really, really good time. And because of it, I got bullied by Jackie and Justine. X's and Ho's. They totally bullied me into going to Sweather Weather in October. So I try to only do 2 retreats a year, but I loved this small retreat so much. I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to go to StitchCon next year. I'm going this year because I'm already signed up for weekend A. I don't know if I'm going to go next year. So yeah. So, but Colleen, Rebel Stitcher, her Sweather Weather, and of course Albus will be there. I mean, that's the main reason I'm going. There's a kissing booth with Albus, her Frenchie, and yeah, that's everything. So I've got to get dog kisses. It's in Philadelphia, so in October. So yeah, look that up. I think there may be still some more spots. Maybe not. If there's not, I apologize. But I think it's going to be a good time. Me and Zami are going to go to that. We're trying to talk Fawn into it. So, it'll be a blast because I think it's going to be roughly like 100. So it's going to be nice and small, and I like it. I like it a lot. All right. I took only a handful of patterns with me, and I only worked on 2. That's not true. I worked on another one. Where the hell is it at? I guess I'm gonna have to sandwich these because now I gotta get my ass up and go look for it. Hold, please. Well, good thing I went because I also had forgot my new start. And also discovered, I thought I paused my sim game to come in here after I just finished creating my family and building their house and all the things. And I almost killed them because I have autonomy turned off and I've had them on I thought pause, and it's been playing. So now I just had to, the only thing that paused it was a pop-up that said, do I want to go with the teenager to school or not? And I was like, yeah, I'll join. So then that way I can hit pause. And I was like, how did that pop-up happen? And then when it came up, like, she has no energy. She's starving to death. I'm like, shit. So her parents may die while she's at school. I mean, damn it. Anyways, all right, so I worked on my January Quaker. I tried to take some almost finishes with me. I mean, I didn't put very many stitches in because, like I said, I'm terrible at these retreats because I like to talk. But here's where I'm at. I did this. So that's not too bad. It fills out, and then I'm done with this. Yeah, because... yeah, folks. I mean, I am almost done. So yeah, won't that be nice? And then it's just, then I can start February. And they'll just get done when they get done, right? Uh-oh. My needle minder's stuck to all these other needle minders. So yeah. And I took it because I was hoping I could finish it, which I could have if I just would have sat my butt down and actually like stitched and stuff, but not as bad as StitchCon. I think I did 15 stitches total at StitchCon. This one I did decent. I mean, considering that I'm a social butterfly. And then I brought my Modern Tidings by Forbidden Fiber Co. because I didn't have much on her left. I put in some more of her dress. So, come on, behave. So, there she is. I just put in some more. Not very many stitches. But yeah. I need to just finish these up. And that was my whole thing with doing no new starts, was like, I'm going to finish these things up, and I'm not stitching at all. I have 0 stitchy bug. Like, I really haven't done any hardcore stitching since January. So then I'm like, am I in some kind of like depression? So stupid. About no new starts. And so then like, I just don't want to stitch at all. I haven't even been diamond painting. I've been doing, I don't want to say nothing. I've been playing some Disney Dreamlight Valley. I've been playing a little bit of The Sims. I've done a shit ton of shop work. This hairline thing is cracking me up. I'm sorry. Don't know why. It's like I'm missing some there. And then I'm receding here. Oh! And I haven't had my hair done. I keep pushing off because I think my first, my appointment was when I had COVID in January. And so I had to cancel. And then I pushed it closer to my birthday. And then I had to cancel. It was like 2 weeks before my birthday. I had to cancel because of something else that happened that I'll have to tell you about. Because like my little buddy won't be up here. Skeeter will not make an appearance. Arlo's sleeping in the sun out there. He doesn't give a shit about what I'm doing in here. So he definitely won't show up. But yep. So the next thing I put stitches in was this pattern that I'm doing with Zamia and Fawn. And we are doing it together so we can ring the bell. Dude, it's not gonna happen at StitchCon. I've had, like I said, no stitchy bug. Even if I don't even have to have the bug. If I would just stitch. So I did most. This is what I stitched on most there, and I'm still like, I just did a giant ass pumpkin, and it took me 3 days. I mean, there are a lot of stitches in that pumpkin, but still, there's no way in hell I'm gonna make that. I mean, it's June. There's a month. There's no way. There's just not. It's impossible. And it's fine because I don't have to ring the bell. It was a wonderful plan. I love the idea. They will probably be done with theirs. They can ring the bell together. I'm not going to get upset. It just is what it is. I mean, getting upset ain't going to change it. So, I mean, I'm bummed, but it's fine. And then I was supposed to have a Zoom with my Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow ladies, but I had major ear issues. And a headache and had delay. So I just started the Zoom session and had it up so they could Zoom. And then I laid in the bed. But last night, Friday night, I had my labyrinth with Carrie, 3 Trail Stitcher, and Sarah, Memphis Sarah E. So we stitch on our labyrinth. I only stitch on this when we have a Zoom, and so we haven't had one. So this got stitched on December 10th, and then not until Friday the 21st of April. So, I mean, I'm still just doing the best that I can with Ludo. I got this part of the leg done. I still have 800 and some stitches left in him. He is like over 3,000 stitches. Oh, I just lost the floss. Where did it go? He's right here on my sweatshirt. Yeah, he's almost like 4,000 stitches. He's a chonker. So I still have like 800 more stitches to do for him to be finished. Yeah. So for somebody who stitches like, I don't know, 150 stitches on average, maybe 200 stitches an hour if it's in an easy block. When I'm not talking to other people on a Zoom, I have hours left in that boy. So, but we all are fine with it. Neither one of them, they all start at the other side. So they all will have Ludo left when I'm doing the other characters. So it'll be interesting to see if I slow down or if it picks up and they slow down. We shall see. Okay, so because I didn't do the new start at Steel City with Zamia, because we realized and started panicking about the piece we wanted to finish for StitchCon, so we just started like double downing and trying to get it done, and it just didn't happen. So they both said, well, you should get a new start for your birthday then, because you didn't set one and you didn't do the one you were supposed to. Blah, 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 blah. So me and Fawn had already talked about doing this one, and we were just waiting for me to be able to get a new finish or a new start. And so it is Nora Corbett's Sea Witch. And guys, she's small. Now, I will tell you, I've already jacked up on her hair, but it's fine. I don't care. It's fine. Her hair is a little bigger, and you know what? Some days we have bad hair days, and our hair gets a little fluffier than typical. I am doing this on Be Stitch Me Evil Queen. I know I didn't say the fabric for my other stuff, but I should. They've all been shown numerous times. So that's where I'm at. Her hair right here is 1 stitch over more than it's supposed to be. I don't care. She's fine. She's fabulous. She will be fine. So that was my birthday new start. There's no hashtag or nothing. It literally was a spur of the moment thing. So I'm excited because that, you know, kind of made me feel like I want to stitch some. And so I stitched on her a little bit yesterday and Friday, I think. Yeah, so I stitched on her a little bit for my birthday, and then Friday and Saturday, and this morning I was like, oh, I'm going to stitch some more on her. No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But it's fine. We'll get there. So that's all the stitching, and that's sad because that's like over a month. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. Okay, so I'll tell one of my stories. I got 2 big ones. So Skeeter Ray broke. Oh, I don't even have my phone in here. I'll have to insert a picture. And it's not gross. It's just an x-ray. It's fine. He broke his leg, his front leg. In the only Skeeter way that I can imagine. I have baker racks with all my stuff from my shop on them, and they have those plastic liners on them, so, you know, things don't fall through the cracks. Well, one of the liners was shoved to the side, so he either slid off and got his paw hung and fell and then it just snapped, or we're not really sure, but we know it happened up here. Which I've had those shelves for like 2 years. I don't know what was going on. Currently Arlo thinks he's the only cat in the house, and so he's like living large and loving every bit of it and has been very affectionate. Skeeter is currently living in a small, like the ventilative dog crates that we just happen to have because we thought that's what Gus was going to go in, but then we decided to upgrade Lucian's kennel, and so Gus got Lucian's old kennel, which was originally Jasper's kennel. So he's living in that. It literally half the thing takes up, the litter box takes up half, and he takes up the other half. And he's got a food bowl, and with water, because he's got a little cast on, we have to give him water by putting ice cubes in there so that he has constant water, but not like a bowl of water because he can't get his cast wet. I will insert a picture of him. He looks highly annoyed. He's got his cone of shame on. He got out of that earlier this week, and he seems to be leaving his cast alone. So they changed out the bandages and everything on Thursday. So he's leaving it alone. So we're not going to put the cone of shame back on him. But I noticed it stinks. Like his cast stinks, and he just got it changed. So I'm going to call them tomorrow because I'm concerned because I don't want there to be like infection or something in there. Because the guy's got me so scared because he's like, yeah, you don't want infection to set in because then he may lose the leg. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So like I'm freaking out because it smells. But there's no water really to be able to get. I don't know. So he comes out every night for as long as he can stand it. And I put him in bed with me and I pet on him and love on him. And he purrs and goes to town and is the happiest man for 30 minutes to 40 minutes. And then he's like, yeah, now I'm going to try to escape. And the moment he tries to do that, he goes back in the kennel. 7 weeks of this shit is what we have to do. 7 weeks. That's additional weeks. So it's a total of 8 weeks. So we are only on week number 2. I can't with this. So, thankfully, I had got a big raise at work. He spent all of it. I mean, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Yeah. But if it wasn't for that raise, then it would have been very stressful. Very, very stressful. paying for his vet bill. This is not even surgery. I can't imagine. So, yeah, every time I take him in and he has to go in weekly, like I get to immediately put down like another $120. So we're just spending $120 a week. Not to be the initial 600 and something. Yeah. And then I spent $60 2 days in a row last week because they couldn't get the cast on him the first night. And so I had to bring him back. They sedate him. They still couldn't get one on. So then I had to bring him back and they had to sedate him. So I got to pay $60 for each time I brought him back for the sedation. So he's costing a pretty penny about now. So, most expensive free cat ever. All right. So I've got 3 boxes. And then when I'm done showing those 3 boxes real quick and then showing, a few little new things that came to the shop, I also have a story about Jasper and Lucian. It's a breeding, well, Gus is kind of part of it too. It's a breeding story. I'm going to be a grandma. That's all I'll say for now. Okay, so Forbidden Fiber Co. I got a couple things. I got a box from her, and then I got a one of their little mini, and this was like horror movies, so obviously Scream, and then the pull is a little knife, and then we got Scream needle minder, and then I got these amazing flosses, which I love her floss, absolutely. And then I got Frosted Lilac. It's purple. I know it's kind of hard to tell there, it just looks kind of white, but it's a little purple. It's lilac-y, a little light lilac. And then the pattern is Randy's Rules, and so it's the, you know, never have sex, never drink or do drugs, never ever say, I'll be right back. So, yeah, super cute. Super cute. And then I love the bag. It's got, it feels like the puff paint. So it's puff paint vinyl. And yeah. And I love it because like when I put these, like these are the only vinyl bags that I really deal with because I know her stuff's in here and because we have a clue. There's a clue on the front of what it is. I love it. Love it. Okay. The next box I got. Oh, man. Okay. I had a birthday gift that I got at Market that I still haven't shown from Memphis Sarah E. And she got me some Alabama hair ties. And they've been sitting in this box. So I hadn't even been able to use them yet. Oh, I have another Kaleidoscope Club. Oh, and another Kaleidoscope. Oh my gosh, Bobby. So I got 2 more Kaleidoscope Clubs to show y'all. My goodness, this is Forbidden Fiber Co. Oh. Because I haven't shown these, right? Ooh. I don't think so because they're still sitting. Did I already show these? Dang it. If y'all, I hate the deja vu shit, especially since most of the time it's not even accurate. I really didn't show things. And I love it. I don't know if I showed this. If I showed these other 2 boxes, I apologize. But I don't think I... Oh, no, I may have showed... I may have showed one of them. Here's more limited edition. Oh my gosh, this one's gorgeous. So pretty. So pretty. And I was supposed to have, from Still City, a hashtag Matt Made Us Moan. Which, Matt bought a whole thing of crumble cookies and then like we cut them all up into 4 so like everybody could try them, and literally there's like this giant group of women and we all are just so quiet. We're all just like because the cookies were so good, and I was like hashtag Matt Made Us Moan, which of course made him very uncomfortable because he's like no. And then it became funnier. He's like, no. You guys, I don't know if I showed this. I feel like I did. Okay, real quick, just in case I didn't. I'm sorry. This is also Forbidden Fiber Co. The pattern is so stinking cute. I feel like I did. I feel like I showed this. My flosses. So I'm just doing a really quick recap in case you already saw this. I don't want like everybody's like, I'm done with her. She doesn't even know what the hell she's doing anymore. I just don't know. So we got our air freshener. I feel like I did. Measuring tape. And then we got hand sanitizer. This is why I'm not allowed to like leave stuff setting over here. And so the other box I have is Starlight Stitchery, but it's Valentine's Day. Did I already? I think I showed this to you. I had to have. Yeah, I had to have. Okay. And I probably showed you that other one too. So I need to get these off my desk. Okay. Well, that saves some time. Because I'm an idiot. Excuse me. Okay. Real quick, and then I'll talk about the shop for a second. But real quick story. So we went on Friday, the 14th of April, to get Jasper's OFA done. And what that is a certificate, certified, whatever, x-rays, to show that his hips and elbows look really, really good. No signs of hip dysplasia and all that kind of stuff, elbow dysplasia. So, because we knew we were going to breed Jasper, the female was not supposed to come into heat until May. We get a call on Thursday. Hey, can you bring Jasper over tomorrow, which was Friday when we were going to get him x-rayed. Reba came into heat early. We're like, oh, okay, well, he's not OFA'd yet, but... And then when Chad got there, he had a proud daddy moment because the vet was just like, he looks great. I would breed him with any animal. Like, not any animal, but you know what I mean. He's like, he looks real, real good. Real, real good. So we take Jasper over there. So for Jasper, this is complete culture shock because they have outdoor kennels. So we had to sleep outside for the first time in his life, and he's 3. And then he's around a bunch of, because they also breed Malinois, Belgian Malinois, for military and law enforcement. I mean, you don't have to be military law enforcement, but Charlie used to train dogs because he's a police officer, and so he used to train canine. He used to be canine. He's not canine now, but he used to be. So him and his wife works for Williamson County Sheriff's Department. She is a detective. Chad did not get the detective position, but he was very much encouraged to take some classes, and absolutely please put in for it the next time they have an opening. So we'll see. Because Jessica was really pulling for him, but it is what it is. So we get a text message Saturday night. We're going in to have dinner with my friend Amy and her boyfriend, and we get a text message that our dog is gay. Which I immediately start laughing. And I'm like, oh shit. And Chad's like, what's the problem? And he's not interested. Like, Reba is trying to throw it all up on him. He's not interested. Personally, if he's gay, it's fine. I support him in anything. I think he's scared of it. I also support him in that. I think he's not into fast women. I think Reba was trying to escalate the relationship a little faster than he was ready for. I think he kind of wanted to take her out for a few drinks first, get to know her a little bit, sniff her butt a little bit more. But that is not the plans that Reba had. Reba was ready. And so I think, to be honest, I think he was stressed out. He had been spent the night outside. There's all these barking dogs. I think it's just chaos for him. And also, he's never been around a female since puppy preschool because all his friends are male dogs. And then we only have male dogs. So I think he just like out of his element. So Saturday, because they have a window, they got, you know, puppy deposits are put down on puppies. Like they have a window and it's about to be closed. And so they asked us on Saturday night, they're like, do you want to bring Lucian over? And we're like, well, Lucian hasn't been OFA'd yet because he's not 2. He'll be 2 in June, but they have to be 2 before they'll do that. He's gonna get OFA, but he hasn't been. And they're like, no, that's fine. He's, you know, him and Jasper share the same mom, and Lucian on his dad's side has a lot of his dad's side have been OFA. So he's probably fine. So we're like, no, it's fine. So we're like, okay. So we take Lucian and I have Gus and I'm standing outside the fence with Gus on a leash. And, Reba and Lucian are kind of flirting, and Reba's running and letting Lucian chase her, and then she turns around and chase him, and he does his face, which is so cute. Every time he does, he's like, But he let her chase him, and, you know, and every spot she had been in for a little bit, he would smell around, and he was very intrigued. And so we're like, and then basically Charlie was like, this is way more activity than Jasper gave her. This looks promising. Let's put him up for the night. He's like, I definitely want to try Jasper one more time because they really wanted to breed with Jasper. Jasper's just, he's got a great temperament. Even though he's still crazy, he has a good temperament. And he's just more, because he's such a dark liver roan, he's just his coat is just, his markings and everything is just more not typical of what you see. He's just a little bit more exotic looking, if you will. And he's just taller and bigger, you know. So Lucian's like average German short pointer, you know, height, weight, all the things. So, first of all, Chad blames me because I call Jasper princess, because he is a princess. He is a drama queen and he is a princess. And I used to call him that every morning, but for the past 2 months, I've been calling him sunshine in the morning instead. They don't know what the hell that word means, but it's just Chad picking on me. And I was like, well, tell your dog to quit acting like a princess. Cause he's high maintenance. He's a bougie ass dog. So, and in the meantime, we're watching all this, and Gus, for a second, I freaked out because I thought, no, they have dogs. There's no way in hell that they have like put poison out in the yard. He's like foaming at the mouth. Like I have never. And then I overheard Charlie telling Jasper about his male and being like, yeah, every time he gets near Reba, he is like drooling all over the place, salivate and everything. And so I didn't know that was a thing. And I'm looking down at poor little Gus, and Gus is looking at me and just foaming. I think Gus is like, put me in, coach, get me a step ladder. I will handle this business. And I kept being like, Gussie, it's not time. You're only 8 months old, buddy. Well, 9 months old. And so they put Reba up and they put Lucian up, you know, separate kennels. And we go back up to the driveway, and I'm standing there with Gus, and they bring out their, I don't know if she was like 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 12 weeks old. She maybe a Malinois, pure black. She so beautiful, but she's more shaped and body type of like a cat, like real sleek, long legs. She hasn't grown into her legs yet, but so stinking cute. Gus keeps trying to hump her, and we keep having to pull Gus. And like, buddy, that's not the job you're here to do today. And so my 2 babies were way more interested in getting them some random strange than the oldest. So so they tried again Sunday with Jasper, not interested, like does not care. Like he would like sniff around her like he was really interesting, but then when she would take off to run, like want to get chased, he's like, nah, I'm good. So he's either just lazy or he just not ready yet. I don't know. So we did make a decision that, well, we probably need to bring him over there more often and hang out with the dogs, because Lucian was comfortable there because Lucian went to bird camp there for 2 months, you know. He knows the dogs, he knows the sounds, he knows the area, all the things. So Sunday afternoon, we had a ding, 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 winner, winner. Lucian became a man, and locked up for 26 minutes, which apparently he's a stud. Apparently it's normally about 14 minutes. It's pretty average. Yeah, so they're pretty positive she 100% was pregnant the first breeding, but they have to wait a day and they breed him again. And then he was like 18 minutes, so he's still above average the next day. So when we brought Jasper home on Sunday, because there was no need for him to stay there, he wouldn't do anything, and gave him a good bath because he just smelled like dogs. He smelled like the outside. So we gave him a good bath, and he loved being home. I'll put in a video if I remember at the end. And so then when Lucian got home Friday, he was supposed to come home Thursday, but it got late because we had to take Skeeter to get the cast rebandaged and all the things. So Chad goes Friday, picks up Lucian, gives him a good bath outside, and puts him in there. So ever since Lucian's been bathed, and I think it's our shampoo we use. It's a Suds Buddy. I don't know what it is, but it's chamomile and honey. It smells so good. I can't keep Jasper from trying to hump Lucian. I mean, I'm talking about physically having to remove him because he's ignoring the shock collar. So I know that does seem like it reinforces the gay situation, but he's sniffing on him real heavy. And I don't remember if y'all remember me telling you when I went and got Gus groomed that I couldn't keep Jasper off trying to hump poor little Gus. And I told the groomer not to make him smell so pretty. So I told Chad, next time we need to give them our shampoo and let them wash Reba or whichever female, because Emmy Lou may be ready by then, wash them before Jasper comes over, and it may be fine. I think he wants them to smell pretty. So yeah, he knows what to do, because like I've had to pull him off of Lucian. He's well aware of what needs to happen. It's just so ridiculous. So I'm gonna be a grandma. We don't know 100% yet. They don't get the dog's ultrasound, so we'll know in like about a month and a half when she starts really showing. But it's only like a 63-day gestation, so like the week after I get back from StitchCon, they'll be puppies. Bad news is, because Reba went in I know this is a lot of dog talk, sorry. Reba went in heat a month early. Jessica and Charlie have Alaskan cruise plans for the days that the puppies are due to drop. So Reba may be coming over here to stay with me and Chad, and we may be whelping the puppies, which we've never done before. So we shall see. So we may be on puppy watch. And I mean, I think that would be amazing for me to be able to birth my grandchildren. And yes, I'm highly excited. We are not keeping a puppy because if we ever decide to breed, we don't want another dog that's that closely related. Because that's even closely related to Jasper, because Jasper and Lucian have the same mom. So it doesn't work out. But can't wait to see them and get, video of them, and they're just adorable. I mean, all puppies are, right? So yeah, so that being said, that was a lot of what's been happening for the past 2 weeks. It's been crazy here. Yeah, okay, so for the shop, I told y'all I did a big order with Brandy at Be Stitch Me, so some things are slowly coming in. The first color I got in was Devil's Claw, and so I have this in 18 count. I mean, you guys, how unbelievably gorgeous is this? So I have this in 18 count. I have it in 32 count linen and 36 count linen, right? So it's just stunning. It's stunning. So these are already done in fat quarters. They're already on the website live. Yeah. So I also am part of me doing really, so I decided, long story longer, I'm sure. I'm always spitballing ideas with friends and like, oh, I need to do this, but I don't know how, and how do I do this, and wanting to get stuff off Etsy, and I still had stuff there, and they were like one-offs, and so like I really didn't want to bring them over to the shop because it's like one pattern, blah 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 blah. stuff that I'm probably not going to stock again. So it's like, I don't want to do the work. All the things. I'm going to yawn now. Yeah. Okay. So around November-ish, maybe December, in a conversation that I had with Zamia and Fawn mentioned mystery bags, and I totally just, like, grab bags. I totally dismissed her comment, and here's why. First of all, I don't even really remember it, but vaguely I do, because I'm not a mystery grab bag person. That's not my thing. I don't do it. And the reason I don't do it is because most shops that have a mystery grab bag, they've been open for 20 years. The shit that's in that bag is 20 years old, or 15 or 10. And it's, a lot of it is patterns I would never stitch. I'm not into them. And so I'm not a gambler. So I don't want to be disappointed. So I just was like, I don't think anybody would want that. And I have to remember, Bobby, just because you don't doesn't mean the public doesn't. So fast forward a few months, and me and Yumi are talking almond M&Ms, and she's like, you should totally do mystery bags. And I was like, but I don't like them. And of course she kind of basically was like, it doesn't matter what you like. And she's correct. Cause she's also like, yeah, but your shop's been open for like 3 years. It'll be 3 years in June. Everything I have at the oldest, maybe 5 years old, right? Maybe. And I doubt it. But I did buy a bunch of stuff in the beginning because all the things were available, right? Because I had nothing and had to. So, a lot of these patterns in here, some of them may be a little older, but they're not that old. And, yeah. So the floss and like there's multiple things in there. So I have 3 different, and I didn't bring my my piece of paper in here with my cheat sheet. So anyways, I was supposed to be getting, so kudos to Fawn from Sanctum Stitching for suggesting it. Thanks for Ymir for being not forceful, but a little bit more like, you need to do it. And I think both of them highly, because I did it and it's going to be good and you guys are going to love them, and so go buy them. Watch Janet Jabber on Tuesday because she has a bag and she will be opening her bag. So then you can kind of see like roughly what's going on with it. Okay. That being said, it got me off track because I was supposed to be making some floss rings to go in some of these mystery bags. And then I saw all the things. I had a ton of needle minders that I had made up that already had magnets glued on them, and I just didn't have them in my shop. So, like I said, long story for me to get back to being like, I finally got off my butt and did some stuff. So, this is in stock. Needle minders. This is in stock. This cute little owl with the pumpkin is in stock. Ooh. These are all wood needle minders. There's a bat. A black cat. Ooh. Another cute little owl. A little pumpkin with a witch hat and vampire teeth. We got super scary raven. I've got a witch. Another cute little fox. Vampire mouth. Halloween. Black cat with a moon behind it. Beautiful red-headed witch. And then a witch with some kind of culty symbols. So those are all in stock currently in the shop. By the time you guys watch this, the mystery bags will be up. So I've got a ton of categories, but there's only 3 levels. So this is how it works. So the super whatever the theme is, mystery bag. So let's just say samplers. Let's just use that. So there's a super samplers mystery grab bag. That has everything I'm offering has in it, right? So you're going to have 2 to 3 patterns. There's going to be a fat quarter of linen, or I think the samplers all come with linen. I'm pretty sure. And then it comes with, and you'll see on the listing, I list what all's in there. So you'll get 2 flosses. It's either color and cotton. Nope, that is not correct. Either classic color works or Gentle Arts. So you'll have that. You'll get either a pin or a floss card, like floss holder. There's like a sticker. There's washi tape. There is a thread drop, floss holder, thread ring. What the hell am I trying to say? You know what I'm talking about. It's jewelry for your, and of course I don't have one right here. Do I have one that's not mine? Nope. Nope. Those are scissor fobs. So it's, floss ring. Some of them have my pin in them, a needle minder. So anyways, it's a list. And then the middle entry one is just the samplers mystery bag. And I have samplers, I have animals, I have Halloween, I have winter, I have Christmas, I have spring, I have summer, I have fall, an animals one, a cat one. So it's with theme. I have a rando one because I had some patterns that really didn't fit anywhere. So the middle tiered one is still 2 to 3 patterns, but there's no fabric. That's the main thing, is there's no fabric in those. And I think they have a few less, like, I don't think they get washi tape or whatever, but a few little less items. But they still have a needle minder, and they still have the Gentle Arts or Classic Colorworks floss in them. And then the other level is called FOMO on a budget. So it be samplers. I don't think I have one for samplers, but samplers, FOMO on a budget. And there's basically 1 to 2 patterns in those. The 2 flosses from Classic Colorworks or Gentle Arts. And then a pin or a floss card. And those are around $20. The middle one's around 50, and then like 70 to 80 is the top one, because it has fabric and it depends on whether it's linen or Aida. So that can range a little bit. Everything's already packed in, so they are ready to ship. And you'll see on the title whether it's linen or whether it's Aida, and within the description it'll say whether, and I have some Halloween even weave ones too. So yeah, so I hope y'all have fun with it. If it's a success, I would love to do it again, maybe in the fall, because it was a lot of work. But I enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed it, but it was a lot. And it's because I make everything way more complicated than it needs to be. But when you have a stack of patterns, and some are one-off, some you have 2 of, some you have 3 of, and you're trying to make this where putting things together by theme. And the other thing is, so let's just use Halloween as an example. So if it says super, and I know this sounds super complicated, I promise it's not. If it says Super Halloween Mystery Grab Bag number 1, and then you see a Super Halloween Mystery Grab Bag number 2, that means they are totally different. They have different patterns in them. I only have one mystery bag that shares a pattern with another one, and there is a note in the description that it shares a pattern with, and I say which mystery bag. Just so if you wanted to buy multiples, which obviously you do not have to, you don't have to buy anything, but just in case you did, I wanted to make sure without a doubt you don't buy and get a duplicate pattern, because that would suck. So there are a lot of different options that have completely different patterns in them, completely. Then I also put a mystery grab bag horror needle minder bag. It's like 5 needle minders in there. If you read the description of it, these are all, so the mystery grab bags, you can find them 2 places. You will find them under, I have their own tab. Like when you come, this is why I wanted to bring my phone so I could show you. But when you log in, you will see immediately when you go to the shop, whether it's online or on your phone, you will see the icon that says mystery grab bags. So if you go there, or if you go to new items, you can see it either place, because the fabrics, the new XG design fabrics, linen and stuff that I got in, and the Bestitch Me stuff is all under new items. So you can just go there and see all of it if you want. But if you read the description in the horror needle minder grab bag, mystery grab bag, if you read the paragraph that I wrote, you will be able to figure out the characters that are in there. I just thought it would be fun. So you can probably figure out what needle minders they are. You could decide whether, yep, not really into those, or yes, that sounds fun. Let me get that. So they're all at discounted rates. So you're basically getting, and I say in the description on all of them what the retail value is. So they are all on average about 20% off what you would pay retail. So yeah. All right. This was long and I apologize for that, but it's been a while. So, yeah, super excited. If you have any questions, you can always email me, bobby@pumpkincreekprimitives.com. It's all my contact stuff is in the show notes below. Yeah. And hopefully I'm going to wait till this summer to do my donation for the DNA dough project. I've had a few more sales on it, so I'm super excited. I had to take away the app that let us put in if you wanted to donate more than the $5 that is the price, because it was causing a conflict with the digital download and was not sending people the email with the pattern. So, which it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We'll make it do. We'll make do. It's fine. If you want to donate more, you can always just buy extra patterns and gift them. So just do it that way. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to try to put a video at the end of Jasper when he was happy coming home after he had a nice bath. And I'm definitely going to put in the picture. Actually, I'll put in the picture right now. So this is after he came home, and Chad, he normally loves laying all over Chad. And Chad was like, come on, buddy, lay up here by me. And this is the look he got, which is absolutely a look of betrayal. So, all right. I hope everybody has a wonderful week, and it'll probably be, hopefully I can get one before I go to StitchCon, do another video, because that would be awesome. So, all right. I will see you guys then. Bye. Guess who's excited to be home and had a bath because he stank? Jasper. Are you excited to be home? Dinka, dinka, dinka. Are you excited to be home? So yeah, it was bullshit. It was bullshit. It was bullshit. He's like, she tried to rub her stuff up on me, and I did not want her to. There was not consent.